So I was at an old park and got tired of digging modern pennies. So I decided to come to a house I've hit before and pulled some good stuff. I've hit 3 silvers, a Henry 45 rifle cartridge, a copper printing plate, 2 buffalo nickels, and I forget what else. Oh, a couple of wheat pennies and a token, I believe. That was all on the front. I spent a little bit of time back here. Found a couple of dimes, and the copper printing plate was back here. But I haven't really done this in depth. And for lack of a better place to go right now, we're going to try it. First hole, it begins again. Modern. Hopefully that doesn't set the tone, but we'll find out. Third hole, second modern penny. But on the bright side, this is stuff I didn't find when I was out here the first time, so there's still stuff. That's what we're going with. Fourth hole, not a penny. It's a dime. And I believe it's modern. Definitely not silver. Don't know how old it is. But it's not a penny. I think there was something else standing here before this house was built. This house was built in the 30s, I think. 20s or 30s. Old red brick in the hole. Then I found this. And sorry, I'm shaking you all over the place. I broke my little tripod clip. Shotgun shell. UMC 12 gauge, I believe. Probably pretty old, but I don't know how old. But yeah, I broke my tripod clip. And UPS has delivered it at my house. But I'm not near my house. So it doesn't do me much good today. And of course, rain tomorrow and the next day, and then back to work. Today's Friday. I took a mental health day, and I'm trying some new things with my detector. Shout out to Joseph, who just joined our metal detecting club. He always hunts 0 to scrim. Yeah, it's noisy, but I don't think I would have found that stuff. This ground is iron infested, and you just have to go slow and try to work your way through all the junk. But so far so good, because no good dig is complete without one of these beauties. Think it'll fit her finger? I do. Finally, as the rain started to fall on me, I got a wheat penny. I believe it's 1919. What it looks like. But first wheat of the day, after digging at least 20 or more pennies. Probably more than that, but I'll take that one. Hopefully it's not going to rain for much longer. I know it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow and Sunday, but just a light sprinkle came through. Fingers crossed. When I first laid eyes on it, I thought I had a ring, but it's not. Copper or brass, something. You can see the little seam in it right there. I think that's a ring. A giant wore it. So this is probably nothing to people that have been doing this for years and years and years. But I haven't, and this was an iffy signal. I wasn't sure I wanted to dig it, but I'm glad I did. I found 2 halves of horseshoes out in the front yard. That's my first ever fully intact one. That one's probably going on the wall. If I had about 8 hours and 10 people, I'd be digging up all of this. I think this is where the burn pile was. I kept getting signals. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just covered this whole back. Anywhere from 70 up into the 90s, high tones, and wasn't really finding anything, but the deeper I went, I was pulling out pieces of plate and old square nails, and there's just a ton of metal in there, and there's no telling what's in this area. And I was pulling out little burned pieces of whatever. So undoubtedly, I found the burn pile. Not that it matters today. So I came out to the front yard. I've hit this pretty hard, but I'm hitting it again. And it always makes you feel really safe when you're in a yard and you dig that. Glad I wasn't standing underneath it whenever that fell. Definitely didn't get it all my first trip out here because there's a 37 wheat. Wasn't all that deep either. Don't know how I missed that the first couple of times I was out here, but I'm glad I did. Made it seem a little more worth it to come out here. I don't feel as much in danger when I find this one. I found another one like this and did a little homework, and it turns out these are around turn of the century, 1900 or so, early 1900s. I don't remember what caliber they are, but if I had it cleaned up, you could see in that groove there's what they call knurling. I don't know what that means, but that's what I was told. But pretty cool find either way. Finding stuff I missed. Running in zero discrimination. Not digging everything, but not discriminating it either. Not too sure what I got here. Well, it's so small it's about to fall out of my hand. It's a little bitty lead ball. I mean, it's tiny. It made just a faint little squeak when I went over it. It was enough for me to dig it. I have no idea what that is or how old it is, but I dug it, so I'll keep it. Last hole of the day, and it was a booger. Had to dig and work pretty hard to get it, but not bad. 1917 wheat. I believe it's 1917. That's what it looked like to me. I'll know for sure when I get home. We're gonna go to the truck and do a wrap up. Then we're out of here. I lied. That wasn't my last hole, but only because I was coming up this little strip here. I still have my detector on, and I got another wheat. I believe that's a 41, so not as old as the others. But it's a wheat nonetheless. Alright, now we'll wrap up. Hopefully I have enough light to do this. Here's some of my garbage. I already threw a bunch of it away. There's 23, 33, 43, 53, 63 cents Modern Clad. I don't know what the heck that is. I found that. I didn't film it when I dug it, but I held on to it because I don't know what it is. Here's the bullet I found in the front yard. It's a big one. Hollow point, and it would have hurt if it would have hit me. This is the stuff I'll throw it away. It's junk. I might keep that one in just to see if I can figure out how old that is. But where that burn pile was at one point, there's all these pieces of pottery and stuff. So, might be interesting to try to figure out how old that is. Here's the shotgun shell that I found. Probably pretty old. Don't know how old. 4 wheat pennies. I believe it's a 17, 19, 39. No, there's my 17. I think there's a 41 in here somewhere. But anyway, you know what wheat pennies look like. More stuff. That ring. That ring. And a horseshoe. Here is a bullet, probably 1900s or so. And the little lead round ball. Don't know what that came out of. No idea. Have to do some homework on that. But I had the better part of the day to hunt. Only had to fight a little bit of rain. Sorry for the noise. There's cars driving past me and they probably think I'm crazy. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.